to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-Hawks. I said the K-Hawks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my.
I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Belleville East High School here in the hustle bustle in town of Belleville, Illinois, where we are live tonight to bring you a little Lady K-Hawk basketball as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Belleville East Lady Lancers. I am Todd Duke once again. Welcome into tonight's broadcast. Glad that you're with us here on the K-Hawk Sports Network, and welcome in to the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. Chiropractic Works, he and his crew there are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. K-Hawks come into this contest with a record of 5-2 under their second-year head coach Colin Moore. They'll be taking on Belleville East, and the Lady Lancers come in at 3-3 on the year under their eighth-year head coach, Amanda Kimses. She has a record of 109-91 in her first 7 years, and she begins her eighth year here this season. Lady K-Hawks, well, they're riding a three-game win streak into this conference opener after Tuesday's 58-35 win at Jerseyville. The 5-2 start, by the way, the best start since the 6-1 start of the Lady K-Hawks of the 2008-2009 team. That's right, 12 years ago. That team had a 22-5 year under Steve McFall. Unfortunately, it ended with a 1-point loss in the regional championship game across town here against Belleville West, 41-40. That game was to the host Lady Maroons. Belleville East, they are coming off of a 37-22 win over Hazelwood Central last Wednesday. They haven't played in 6 days. Lost their first two games of the season in Columbia, 45-30 to Triad and then 49-30 to Father McGivney. They then got a win over Altoff in the final game at that Columbia tournament, 51-37. They then followed that with a win versus Granite City, 43-31, before they ended up losing to Springfield, 37-26, and that was the game before that they picked up that win over Hazelwood Central. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville's head coach, Colin Moore. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Hey, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are on the road. It's the first time we've been at the Belleville East Gymnasium since probably early 2020, so nice to be here as we get you ready for some Lady Kahok basketball as they get ready to take on the Belleville East Lady Lancers. And joining us now, head coach Colin Moore of your Collinsville Kahoks. Let's go backwards in time, Coach. We'll start with the Nashville Thanksgiving Tournament. Tell us a little bit about that.
It started off a little rough for us. Don't think we were ready to play the first game. I told the girls it's probably my fault a little bit. They just kind of took Benton for granted, but then Benton ended up beating Nashville too, so it was just kind of a weird start to the tournament. We were struggling the first two games just stopping one girl. We kept letting one girl score all the points for one team. So we really tried to focus in on that on the next games. When we played Westland, they had one player. We were able to take her away. We beat them. And the same thing with Pinckneyville. And we ended up going 2-2, so we're happy with the overall result. I'd like to have the Benton game back, though. We'd like to definitely have that one back.
Then you moved on to Jerseyville. It seemed like a little bit of an easier time there for your girls.
Yes and no. Me personally, I thought Jerseyville was just as good, if not better, with the personnel they had than a couple of teams we lost to. But we made a focus of taking away their best player, and Ricky Merlack stepped up and just literally shut the girl down. That girl was miserable all game, and Ricky did a great job of guarding her. And then when Ricky came out, Jordan Gary stepped in and guarded her. So we finally stopped the one best player on the other team, and it led to a good result for us.
Yeah, I noticed that in the box score that you guys only allowed them 2 points in the fourth quarter, and you're throwing out the accolades there to Ricky Merlack. So I don't know. I didn't see the game. That must have been awesome to watch.
After the game, we kind of made a joke of it. I said, Ricky, I didn't know you can move that fast. And she goes, neither did I. So it's nice that they're having fun. The best part about that game was just all the confidence that the girls had, and it kind of stemmed from that. Ella Guerrero made 5 3-pointers. Jenna Scheller scored about 15 points in the first half, and then Megan just handles the ball and they can't take it from her. So it's a good mix. We got a good thing going. I hope they can definitely carry the momentum tonight for sure.
You guys are 5-2. I was doing my homework, as I always do. That's the best start since the 2008-2009 team went 6-1. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it's awesome. I'm happy that they're I think the greatest thing about the record is the girls are starting to believe in themselves a little bit. I think after the last year, the COVID season, the conference games, 3-4 of them, 3 nights in a row, they just kind of got beat up. So they're starting to realize if we get a game plan, we can adjust. And so it's just to see them have fun is just probably the best part about it.
I know it's a little bit early to be looking at the standings, but I did anyway. Not really just to look at the standings, but to look at the numbers as far as offense, defense goes. Right now, in the Southwestern Conference, you guys have the number 1 defense. You're only allowing 35.6 a game. Is that your bread and butter?
Yes and no. I think we just need to be focused on, we're trying to play more man-to-man, which you have to play in the Southwestern Conference to be successful. And if we can just figure out how to play the man-to-man correctly, I think it will definitely help. I think what's helped us more than anything is we've rebounded better this year. So teams aren't getting 2, 3, 4 shots at the basket. And that's definitely with Talisha and Jenna down there. They're able to gobble up a lot of the boards. That's been, I think, a key to our defense, just limiting them to 1 shot.
Yeah, you led me right into my next question because I did the math on that one too. 183 rebounds on the year. That averages out to 26.1, man. You're flirting with 30 rebounds a game. That's good.
And we've made a point of it, and especially when you got 2 6-footers in there, they definitely get a lot of the boards, but really been harping on Megan and Ella, Katie, Ricky, Jordan, any guard that's in there. When the post players start tipping it around and it's laying on the floor, you got to be the ones to go get it. And it's especially been nice to see some of them take that a little bit, especially Ricky and Katie being a little more physical lately and getting some more rebounds. It's been pretty nice.
Talked about Ella Guerrero hitting a couple of 3-pointers against Jerseyville. She leads the team with a 35.6 percentage. That also a good number.
Oh, yeah. Ella had one game where we kind of took her out of the starting lineup, hopefully try to light the fire underneath her a little bit, because we all know she can shoot. But she's just got to be willing to work hard the whole time. In the last 4 games, I think she's made probably 14 threes, and she's just playing with confidence. And if she shoots well, and then Megan has another option, it just opens things up for the post players as well.
Yeah, and Megan Jansen, we've poured the accolades on her because she's the team leader in points and average points per game, but she's also the team leader in assists. So that says a lot about her.
Yeah, oh yeah. Megan would have just as much fun making a cool pass than making a 3-pointer. She's really understood she is the point guard. So I love her being the leading scorer, but I don't think she would care if she had 0 points and 10 assists either. She's just a good team leader for us.
All right, we have Belleville East tonight. We talked about your number 1 defense. They're the number 2 defense, only allowing 36.8 a game. Is this going to be a defensive game?
Probably not. I think we both kind of, at the beginning of the year, I think since we're both just kind of so aggressive versus some of the teams we've been playing, more physical type of style, and playing non-Southwestern Conference teams, I'm thinking there's going to be some points scored tonight, but I think the more points scored, I think that favors us. I think we have the better shooters. We definitely have the bigger post players. I'm just hoping we don't come into a Southwestern Conference game and think it's going to be the same type of game, because it's going to be different. So I hope we just make sure we adapt to that.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Colin Moore, your Collinsville Kahok Lady basketball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you and more. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, Feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville East High School. I am Todd Duke. I got to myself another Roseman. Josh Roseman is over here on the camera. He'll be running the camera for us tonight and a couple of games next week. Chris Kettler is back at Virgil Fletcher tonight for the boys' freshman and sophomore games, so he has his scoreboard operators to take care of and couldn't join us tonight, so we're glad that young Mr. Roseman has decided to fill in, the younger brother of Zach Roseman. So glad that he's with us, glad that you are with us. So how about some more information for you? Early standings, O'Fallon is 5-0 so far this year. Alton, by the way, 3-0. Edwardsville is 4-1. Their only loss to a team from Evansville, Indiana. That was a 65-54 Tigers loss. And the Tigers, by the way, at Alton tonight. O'Fallon's at Belleville West. Collinsville's offense, they're number 3 in the Southwestern Conference thus far, 54.4 points per game. And we told you about the defense during the pregame show, 35.6 points per game they allow. That's number 1. Belleville East, they're number 2 in the defensive category at 36.8 points allowed per game. And their offense is right there even with their defense at 36.2 per game. And that is number 7 in the Southwestern Conference, and that is last in the Southwestern Conference. Here are your starters for Belleville East. They are 3-3. Jordan Crowder, she's a junior. I do not have heights for the Belleville East Lady Lancers. Deja Smith is a junior. Oriana Brown is a senior. Sophia Tantillo is a junior. And Emma Fetters is a junior. For Collinsville on the floor, Megan Jansen, the 5'5" junior. Ella Guerrero, the 5'5" sophomore. Talisha Gilmore, the 6' freshman. Jenna Scheller, the 6'2" junior. And Ricky Merlack, getting the start here tonight, the 5'7" senior. Collinsville, of course, the road team. They are dressed in their purple uniforms. Numbers are in white. Little parts of the shoulders are in white as well. And they have the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys. For Belleville East, they are in their home white uniforms. Numbers are trimmed in some royal blue with a little sky blue outline of the word Lancers on the backs of their jerseys and the word Belleville on the fronts of their jerseys. Actually, Belleville on the tops of the numbers and East on the bottom. Lancers win the opening tip-off, and we're underway, and the Lancers have the ball, and not anymore. Jenna Scheller picks up a loose ball, and the first turnover of the game belongs to Belleville East. There's a three-point shot for Collinsville right off the bat. And Ella Guerrero picks up the first points of this game. It's 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. That's how we like to get things started here. Here is Deja Smith down at the top of the key. We're just underway here in this first quarter. By the way, JV team won 40-20. A very low-scoring first quarter in that game. We got here, and the end of the first quarter was 6-4. Lancers were winning, only 10-point score total in that first quarter, but they picked up the pace just a little bit later on, and Collinsville ends up with 40. There's another loose ball. Turnover for the Lancers, their second. Here's Megan Jansen. She dribbles and drives. She's fouled on the way to the basket, and Megan will be heading to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Megan this year leading the Collinsville Kahawks, 96 points, averaging 13.7 per game. Those are two categories she leads. Then the other one is free throw percentage. She is at 92.9%, having hit 13 of 14 coming into this contest. There's another one. So Collinsville up 4, and Megan makes it 5. Continues the hot scoring from the free throw line. So 5-0 in favor of Collinsville here early on. We're just 1 minute and 5 seconds in. Over on the far side wing, Deja Smith brings it around to the top of the key, settles down there, and then gives it up over on this side now for Oriana Brown. Brown dribbles and drives and takes the shot, rolls right around the rim. There is Talisha Gilmore with the rebound for Collinsville. Up to Jansen. Jansen lets her teammates catch up and brings it up the middle, and at the top of the key, free throw line, dumps it off. Gilmore underneath, shot too hard, and then Jenna Scheller puts the rebound back in, and Jenna Scheller is on the board, and Collinsville has a 7-0 lead to start off with. And I wouldn't be surprised here if Amanda Kimsey's is ready to take that first time out to get her team figured out. Here's a three-point shot from the top of the key, too strong for Jordan Crowder. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, and the Kahawks bring it up the court once again. Here is Jansen. Over onto the wing now for Guerrero. Back to Jansen. Guerrero, three-point shot from her. She just hit one earlier, and this one skips across the rim. And the rebound this time belongs to the Lady Lancers. Brown brings it up. Smith brings it up. Over on the far side wing for Tantillo. And a dribble drive, knocked out of bounds. And the Lancers will keep it. Freshman game looks like it's over with in the other gymnasium. We are maybe due to talk to young Miss Mitchell, the freshman head coach, afterwards. It all depends on the outcome of this game. Here is Smith. Gets it up to Tantillo. Now over onto the wing. Back to Smith, and there's the first points of the game for Belleville East. 5:30 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here's Murlack across the way to Guerrero. And then Guerrero gets ran into by Tantillo. And she will pick up her first foul to go along with the first foul picked up by Deja Smith earlier. 5:25 left to play. Collinsville leads 7-2, and the Kahawks have possession of the ball. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero, the sophomore, over to the senior Murlack into the corner, and Jansen steps aside. Three-point shot, and it gets wedged in the rim and the glass. So that'll be a Collinsville turnover. It won't be a turnover. Collinsville gets to keep the ball, but they're going to have to get another ball in here just to get that one unlodged. Dislodged, I should say. There we go. History, by the way, since 1999, Belleville East holds the advantage, a 30-14 regular season record versus Collinsville. Lancers also have a 3-1 record in the postseason for a total record of 33-15 for the Lancers. Here's Guerrero. Into the corner, Murlack, give and go for Jenna Scheller, and she's fouled from behind, and Tantillo is going to get tagged again. That'll be her second. And she'll have a quick trip to the bench as Milan Miller comes in. Jenna Scheller to the free throw line. Scheller on the year has hit 11 of 15. Not bad herself, 73.3%. And that one rolls and does everything but fall in. So Miller into the game now for the Lancers. Here is Scheller. Her final shot at the free throw line. And that one's good. Wrong team, Todd. No, that was the right team, Todd. 8-2. Here's Deja Smith. She'll take a shot from just inside the arc. Pulled down the rebound, did young Miss Jansen. She brings it up. Gets a little bit of a screen from Scheller to make her all the way up. And over on the front of the Kahawk bench, in front of the Lancers bench, another three-point shot by Guerrero. And Collinsville living large now. And now Belleville East will take a timeout. So we'll take a timeout right along with them. And we are back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Back here at Belleville East High School, Todd Duke and Josh Roseman here, and another turnover by Belleville East. And Jansen, a give and go with Merlack off the glass, good for two. Ricky Merlack on the board. Third turnover in this game for Belleville East. And the timeout apparently didn't help right off the bat. We'll see if it helps here in a little bit, and that's a three-point shot that was missed by Jordan Crowder. Now a ball on the ground, jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of Belleville East, so the Lady Lancers will get to keep it. 4:01 left to play here in this opening quarter. Lancers bring it in, and here is Crowder, and she's just inside the line, takes a shot, does everything but go in. Gilmore was there for the initial rebound, had it ripped right out of her hands. Another shot, and we'll exchange rebounds, and this time we'll have another foul called against the Lancers. This one on the defensive side for Collinsville. And that's going to be the second one on Deja Smith. So 4 fouls on the board, 2 for Smith and 2 for Tentillo. Tentillo's on the bench. And Collinsville continues to lead, 13-2, looking for more, and there it is. Ella Guerrero with a simple 2-pointer this time. And it's 15-2, 3.5 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Here is Smith. She'll hand the ball off and do so to Miller. Miller turns the ball over. It's been an early problem here for the Lancers. Here is Jansen to Guerrero for 3, and that one's a little too strong. Rebound this time belongs to the Lancers. They bring it up. Here is Smith. Smith works herself to the top of the key, being guarded there by Gilmore. Gets around Gilmore, and a handoff goes to Fetters. Now back over here for Smith. Over to Crowder. Crowder will launch a three-pointer, and that one skips across the rim. Rebound falls into the hands of Ricky Merlack. Collinsville brings it up. Here is Jansen. Nice move, and gets the 2 points to go along with that move. And Collinsville continues to roll here. Here is Smith. Over on the far side now to Crowder. She'll move her way back out to the top of the key. Being guarded there by Jenna Scheller. Over back to Smith. Smith penetrates from the left wing, gives it up in the corner, and a three-point shot that skips across the rim. Right out of the hands of Oriana Brown. Rebound again belongs to Collinsville. Nice behind the back dribble. Jansen over to Gilmore off the glass, and it rolls all the way around the rim. And then the second rebound belongs to Belleville East. Lancers want to make some player changes. They want to bring 2. Collinsville is going to bring 1 at the next opportunity. And that's a holding call there, as Jansen was going to come away with the turnover, and grabbing her was Deja Smith, and Deja Smith's going to pick up 3 quick fouls here in this first, and she'll go have a seat to the bench. And Ariana Brighton will come and check in, and Tantillo will check back in for the Lancers, as will Delilah Jackson, the junior, for the first time. So Collinsville with the lead and the ball. Into the game for Collinsville is Katie Bardwell. She throws it over to Jansen, underneath for Scheller. Scheller is mugged, no call, and she does a nice job saving it. Out to Bardwell. Here at the top of the key now is Guerrero. Back over to Katie Bardwell, and then across the way for Jansen. Wide open three-point shot, and that one's a little too strong. Rebound, that belongs this time to Belleville East. Here's Tantillo. She'll take over the quarterbacking duties since Smith is now out of the game. And here is a handoff to Brown, who gives it to Brighton. Brighton loses control, but it goes over in the corner for Crowder. Crowder bounces it into the lane to Tantillo. Throws it back outside now for Brighton. Back out to the top of the key for Brown. Brown makes her way over to the right wing where she hands the ball off to Tantillo. 1:05 left to play here in this opening quarter. Tantillo drives, shoots, can't get it to go. Rebound, batted around for a little while, and it falls down into the hands of Scheller. She'll move it up quickly now to Guerrero. Guerrero in front of the Belleville East bench. Now back over here to this side for Jansen. She dribbles and drives in the paint. Takes it back outside. Guerrero for three. Yes! Guerrero on fire from three-point land tonight. That's her third. 20-2. Collinsville in control here in this first quarter. They only allowed 2 points to Jerseyville in the fourth quarter of the game on Tuesday night. So far, 2 quarters almost in the books and only 4 points given up. Here's Tantillo, dribble drive, but knocking it out of her hands was Guerrero. Somehow it finds its way back into Tantillo, but then she throws it away into Jansen. Jansen will come up with 15 seconds left to play and take her time doing it. Collinsville in control, 20-2. Bounce pass over to Bardwell. Bounced off of her, and then she got it back. Now back to Jansen at the midcourt stripe. She dribbles and drives, 5 seconds left, and a whistle right before she dumped that ball off to Guerrero, and we're going to have a foul coming up. This one's going to go against Delilah Jackson, and that'll be the 6th team foul here in this first quarter for Belleville East. Tantillo will go back to the bench, and Kaylin Malone, the junior, will come in. Inbound pass, Gilmore off the glass, foul, and Gilmore will go to the free throw line with exactly 5 seconds left on the clock. And another one to Delilah Jackson. So the same girls are committing fouls over and over again. So they've got 3 girls with all of the fouls. That equals 7. Here is Gilmore at the free throw line. She's had a little bit of struggles from the free throw line this year. Gilmore is 7 of 19. Although she comes in with 59 points, averaging 8.4 a game, and she gets that one. And Collinsville extends their lead 21-2. 3 seconds left. Here is Brown, and at the buzzer, no good, and we will end the first quarter with Collinsville very much in control of this by a score of 21-2. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, second quarter action will be coming your way, and that'll happen next here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net, and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com, or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Todd Duke and Josh Roseman back with you. You know, one of these times I'm going to say Zach Roseman, right? Just because I said it for like 3 years, I'll end up saying it again. And Collinsville with a 21-2 lead after 1 quarter in the books. And here we are in quarter number 2. Lancers with the ball. That is Malone over onto the far side to Tantillo. Dumps it off for Brown. Tantillo gets it back, runs into Scheller, and travels. 7th turnover for Belleville East. Just underway in quarter number 2. Got some boys action coming for you tomorrow. Same schools. Only this time we'll switch genders and gymnasiums. Boys home opener tomorrow. Here's a pass underneath, trying to find, I guess we have Lucy Montgomery is back in action. How about that? Merlack comes back in. I almost called Lucy Montgomery Katie Knutson. wearing Katie's old number. All those years I called her name. Here's Brown, baseline, and throws it up into the corner, and now back out front we go, and a shot that's off of the back of the rim and comes down into the hands of Megan Jansen. Jansen lets her teammates move up the floor. Gives it up for Scheller at the free throw line, over to a wide open Guerrero in front of the Lancers bench. Now back out front, and Scheller at the free throw line. His double team gives it up to Guerrero. Now she's very wide open and missed the three-point shot on that go-round. And the rebound belongs to the Lancers. Here is Oriana Brown. Brown will just hand the ball off to Tantillo. She'll throw it up underneath now to Jada Adams, who's into the game for the first time, but Adams couldn't handle the hot potato. Collinsville comes up with another turnover. Throw it up to Gilmore, and Collinsville turns the ball over for the first time here in this game. 6:37 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville all over it right now, 21-2. Lancers bringing the ball up. Here is Tantillo, and she ends up kicking the ball, and we're going to have a whistle. And, yeah, it's not soccer, that's for sure. Inbound pass. Everybody kicked that ball, and now Tantillo dumps it up underneath and then back out to the corner. Shot that falls a little short, and the rebound belongs to Ricky Merlack, and she tries to get out of a double team, but they're going to call it a jump ball, and the possession arrow once again in favor of Belleville East. Cahoks lost both games last year in the COVID-shortened spring season. Keep on saying last year, but it was actually this year. February and March. That's all they got to play. 54-46 at home, 60-47 at Belleville East. The Cahoks won both of the games in the 2019-2020 season. Head coach Lori Billy's final season in Collinsville as the Lady Cahoks head coach. Over on the far side, a dribble drive by Brown, and she'll throw it up, and no good. Another rebound by Belleville East, and that one was no good. Next rebound belongs to Collinsville. They bring it up, and then Guerrero can't hold on to the ball. Or she had it knocked away. She had it knocked away. So Merlack will inbound right at the end of her own bench, or the end of the Lancers bench, excuse me. Does so to Scheller, gets it right back to Merlack. Out front we go to Guerrero. Head fake back to Merlack. Inside, Scheller off the glass. Got fouled underneath, but no call this time. It hit the rim, so the rebound belongs to Brown. Brown with a one-hand shovel pass over to this side for Malone. And up underneath, Tantillo, turn around. Nice job. That was some pretty nice moves by Tantillo. Only the second bucket of the night for Belleville East. 21-2, but Collinsville's being shut out so far here in the second quarter. Here's Gilmore, turns around, takes a shot, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. So the Lancers trying to turn the tables here on Collinsville. Holding Collinsville scoreless for the first 95 seconds. And now a loose ball, and that one is going to still belong to Belleville East after it bounced off of Scheller's shin. 5:22 to play now here in this second quarter. Freshman team, I found out, lost by 4 points, 23-19. Out front, Lancers with the ball. That's Emma Fetters. Fetters gets it over here to Tantillo. Into the corner now for Brown. She'll launch a three-point shot, and she'll hit it. So Collinsville back on their heels so far here in this second quarter as they have yet to score. Here's Jansen. Over onto the wing now for Merlack. Back to Megan. Megan Jansen, one dribble, picks it up, gives it to Guerrero. Guerrero over on the far side, brings it back over here to Merlack. Over on the wing, Jansen dribble drives, and from the baseline, takes a shot, and that one is off of the glass and the rim, and then knocked out of bounds by Belleville East, so Collinsville will keep it. 4:48 to play here in the second. 21-7 in favor of Collinsville. Cahoks looking for their first points here in the second quarter. Bardwell inbounds, Guerrero with a three-pointer. That one's too far off the side of the rim. And a foul afterwards on the offensive side for Collinsville. And that one is going to belong to Jenna Scheller. That's the first foul given to Collinsville here in this contest. And the Cahoks will take a 30-second timeout to see if they can figure out what's going on. We will take a break as well, and we're back here in just a moment on the Cahock Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of CahawkSports.com and the Cahock Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back here at Belleville East High School. Glad you're with us. I'm Todd Duke. Josh Roseman on the camera for us tonight. Collinsville looking for their first points here in the second quarter after a 21-2 output in the first quarter. Second quarter, they've been blanked. Here's Fetters. Fetters hands the ball off to Tantillo, who throws it over here in the corner and then back out to the free throw line. A shot and a rattle around won't go, and Collinsville will end up with the ball after the rebound bounces out of bounds on a shot by Jada Adams. Kahok's trying to bring it up, and they do so up across the line into Scheller's hands. And backwards we go now to Jansen. Megan Jansen, the 5'5 junior. Back over this way now to Guerrero. Over to Bardwell. Bardwell bounces it back out front to Guerrero. Guerrero surveys things, gives it up now for Bardwell. She'll take a shot. That's not going to hit anything. Saw that when it left her hands. That was an air ball the whole way. Second turnover for Collinsville. Both turnovers and the foul have come here in the second quarter after being spotless in those categories in the first. Rebound belongs to Belleville East. They put it back up. Second rebound belongs to Jenna Scheller. Collinsville works it back up. Here's Katie Bardwell. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second. To Megan Jansen for three, and that one's good. That's how you break the streak. First point scored here by Collinsville in the second quarter. It's a big Megan Jansen three-pointer. There is Adams, hands the ball off to Brown. Brown just inside the perimeter, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound, out of bounds. And the Lancers will turn the ball back over to Collinsville. Jordan Crowders checks back into the game for Belleville East, taking the place of Shawnice Adams. Collinsville with the ball. Jansen inbounds to Guerrero. Guerrero to Merlack. Collinsville trying to avoid a little bit of backcourt pressure being put on here by Belleville East. And then Brown stands in the way of Megan Jansen's forward progress, and Brown will get called for her first foul, 8th team foul now for the Lancers. So it's a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Megan Jansen. Jansen already 2 for 2 from the free throw line here in this one. And she'll make the first and have the bonus. Next shot on the way, and that one's good as well. Jansen, gold from the free throw line. 2:59 left to play here in this first half. Here's Tantillo for Belleville East. 26-7 Collinsville leads. Back out front for Fetters. Fetters drives and then has the ball knocked away momentarily and then stolen by Jansen. She's in a foot race. She'll slow down, let her teammates catch up, and gives it up now for Guerrero. Back to Jansen. Megan then gets bumped off of the ball by Fetters. And Fetters will pick up her first foul, 9th now as a team, and back to the free throw line, Megan Jansen. Good, and a bonus shot coming up. And that one rattles and won't fall, so she'll only get one that time. Boy, that was a big fall to the floor there by Adams. Glad she's okay. Lancers with the ball. 2:25 left to play here in the first half. Here is Tantillo. Over on the far side for Brown. Brown cuts it across the top of the key and hands the ball off to Fetters. Fetters over on the far side now for Crowder. Crowder into the perimeter. Baseline shot. Too hard. Comes off one side of the glass to the other. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. And Merlatt gets it up to Guerrero. And then it's knocked out of bounds by Tantillo. And Collinsville will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Ricky Merlack with the honors. The senior gets it into Gilmore. Gilmore's been held quiet so far. Now Merlack takes a shot. That's over the rim. And the turnover right into the hands of the Lancers. Here is Brown. Nice couple of moves and can't get it to fall. And then Gilmore just takes the ball right out of the hands of the rebounder for Belleville East. Collinsville back on the offensive side. Here's Jansen to Scheller. Scheller gets fouled. This one might belong to Tantillo, and it will, and that's going to be her third. That's the 10th foul here in this first half for Belleville East. Nothing but 2-point shots, 2 tries from the free throw line for the rest of this half. Here is Jenna Scheller. Missed the first one. She went 1 for 2. Her last trip to the free throw line. Delilah Jackson checks back in for Tantillo. 1:44 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville with a 20-point lead right now and make it 21. As Scheller once again goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Scheller goes to the bench. Bardwell back in. Here's Jackson for Belleville East. Gives it up for Brown. Brown dribbles and drives, moves into the perimeter, hop, skip, and a jump, and the shot rolls right across the rim. Rebound belongs to Adams, and then Adams will pick up the foul. No foul, they said. Turnover. Uh-oh. Here's Jansen. Cross the way for Bardwell. Bardwell back over to Jansen once she crosses the line. And then back to Merlack. Back to Bardwell, Jansen. Merlack on the wing. Jansen at the top of the key. Over onto the right side wing for Guerrero. She'll launch a 3 from there. And it wedges itself in between the rim and the glass. But this time it didn't get stuck. Rebound belongs to Belleville East. Under a minute to go. And a shot, no good. Gilmore there with the rebound. And she gives it up for Jansen. Megan brings it across the timeline. Over to Bardwell on the right wing. Cross wing we go for Merlack. Merlack back out front now for Jansen. Jansen dribbles, drives, dumps it off. Gilmore off the glass, and Gilmore is on the board for her first 2-pointer of the night. She went 1 for 2 from the free throw line earlier. Collinsville extends their lead, 30 seconds left. Here is Brown. She drives all the way through, takes the shot, and gets it to fall. Brown now with 5 points. There is Guerrero across the line for Bardwell. Bardwell in the perimeter, takes it across the lane, and takes the shot, and gets the roll as well. Bardwell on the board for the first time tonight. 4 seconds left. Here's Brown, and she'll take a shot toward the buzzer. No good, and it falls down, and that is the way that we end this first half of play. Collinsville with a 32-9 advantage, holding the Lancers to single points in the first half. Time for us to take a break here at halftime. 32-9 is our score. Collinsville in the lead. We'll be back after a halftime timeout. Come back and recap the first half for you. And we'll do all that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. And once again, we welcome you back to Belleville East High School. I'm Todd Duke, Josh Roseman on the camera. We're at halftime. Look at your first half stats. Collinsville leading this one 32-9. They outscored Belleville East in that first quarter, 21-2. Collinsville didn't take them a while to find the groove in that second quarter, but they eventually did and still outscored Belleville East in that second quarter, 11-7 to give us our 32-9 lead. Scoring looks like this for Belleville East. Oriana Brown with 5, and then Sophia Tantillo and Deja Smith with 2 each. That's it, man. That's your 9 points. Collinsville, Ella Guerrero leading with 11 points right now. She has 3 3-pointers. Megan Jansen with 10 points behind her. Solid once again from the free throw line for Jansen. And then Jenna Scheller has 4 points. Talisha Gilmore with 3, and then 2 each for Katie Bardwell and Ricky Merlack. Collinsville out rebounding Belleville East in that first half, 14-11. The Lancers committed 12 turnovers in that first half compared to just 3 for Collinsville. From the lines, Collinsville went 8 of 12 from the free throw line, and the Kahawks only given up like 3 fouls in that first half, so the Lancers did not go to the line. And from the three-point stripe, Lancers 1 for 5, Collinsville 4 for 14. And that is a look at your first half numbers. JV team won here tonight, 40-20. The freshmen lost in the auxiliary gym by a score of 23-19. One more break coming your way, and then we will be back to some action, and we will do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Once again, welcome back to Belleville East. I'm Todd Duke. Josh Roseman on the camera with us tonight. We are underway here in quarter number 3, and the Lancers have the ball to start off with. Over in the corner, it goes to Crowder. Three-point shot falls a little bit short. Collinsville comes up with the rebound. Third quarter action is here. Over on the far wing for Jansen. Jansen back over this side now for Guerrero. Guerrero dribbles and drives, gives it back to Jansen, does a little head fake, comes back out in between the top of the key and the midcourt circle over on the left side of the court. Jansen up underneath to Scheller. Good thing she's that tall because that was a little misplayed. And there is another three-point bucket for Ella Guerrero. And she is on fire from three-point land here tonight. Here are the Lancers, and Tantillo will hand it off now to Fetters. Fetters over on the far side. Back into the game, Deja Smith. She committed 3 fouls in the first quarter, and she sat the rest of that half. Now she'll take a shot, and she'll hit that three-pointer. So an answer to the Guerrero three-pointer by Deja Smith. And finally, the Lancers are in double digits. Here's Jansen. Gets past the double team. And throws one underneath for Gilmore, and Gilmore too hard again. She even knew it. She came away smiling because she knew that she's having trouble underneath the basket a little bit too much. She hurries herself, and then she'll shoot it too hard, and it goes from one side of the rim to the other side of the rim. And the Lancers with it once again, 35-12. Collinsville with the lead, 6.5 to go here in this third quarter. Here is Smith in front of her own bench, and she travels because she was about ready to underhand the ball over to Fetters, but then Fetters moved, and that caused Smith to shuffle her feet, thus the turnover. Here is Jansen for Collinsville. Again, pressured in the backcourt, and a little stick of the leg out there by Fetters. Luckily, she didn't get called for a foul. Here's Guerrero with another three-point try. That one's good, too. Oh, boy. Guerrero's on fire. She's feeling it out there. 2 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Collinsville extends the lead to 38-12. Here is Smith, who answered the last Guerrero three-pointer with one of her own. She drives into the lane, has it ripped off right out of her hands by Merlack. And then Merlack gets shoved, and then while she got shoved, she traveled. So Collinsville will pick up just their fourth turnover here in this game. 5:45 left to play here in this third quarter. 38-12 in favor of Collinsville. Tantillo brings the ball up. Across the timeline, bounce pass, top of the key for Brown. Back to Tantillo, little give and go on the run. That was nicely done there by the Lancers. Jordan Crowder finished it off with a nice bucket. And ball knocked out of bounds. Lancers trying to apply some pressure here in the backcourt to get Collinsville to turn the ball over. Here is Ricky Merlack. Merlack across the way to Jansen. Back over to Merlack. Back to Jansen. They'll play catch right along the volleyball out of bounds lines. Here is Scheller. One bounce into the paint. Triple team. Gives it up for Guerrero. This side for three. That one's a little missed. And there is Gilmore trying to put it back. And she'll get fouled in the process. And Deja Smith will pick up her fourth foul. Alicia Gilmore at the free throw line. Gilmore went 1 for 2 in the first half from the charity stripe. And she hurried that one as well. Slow down, Talisha. So Deja Brown didn't last very long here in this third quarter either. She's out before 3 minutes have expired. Gilmore, another shot. That one goes around the rim, and now Gilmore is 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Here is Tantillo after the rebound by Belleville East. Tantillo dumps it off to Crowder, who then dumps it off and then back over here for Brown. Brown directs traffic, dribbles and drives, and then gives it up now for Tantillo. Over in the corner for Crowder. She'll launch a three from there. It rattles but won't fall. And the rebound falls down into the hands of Ella Guerrero. And the Kahawks bring it back up. Scheller, free throw line. Nice move, and she'll take the shot but can't get it to fall. And the rebound belongs to Fetters for Belleville East. Up to Crowder, to Tantillo. Puts up a wild shot, can't get it to fall. Scheller handles the rebound. 4:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Merlack. Across the line to Jansen. Back over to Ricky. And to the free throw line for Scheller. Underneath for Gilmore, and she has it knocked out of her hands. Oh, they're going to say it was off of Gilmore's hands and out of bounds. So Collinsville with just their fifth turnover. Kahawks are averaging 12.8 turnovers a game. So they're below that, and that's been a not a bad total to have. Here are the Lancers, and Brown picks up a foul issued by Ricky Merlack. Her first, team second here in the second half. Tantillo. Belleville East, they come in averaging 15 turnovers a game. They're just about there. Rebound, no good for the Collinsville Kahawks, but a turnover is. And here come the Kahawks back the other way. 3.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Scheller, she'll back it up now to Katie Bardwell. Bardwell over here for Guerrero. Out onto the wing now and over onto the far side wing for Bardwell from Jansen. Back over to Jansen. Jansen dribbles Trying to get past Fetters, does so. Pass underneath, and Scheller can't finish it up. And the ball heads into the corner. Nicely done on the pickup there by Guerrero. Now for Jansen over here on this right wing, back over to the left side. Guerrero, dribble drive, dumps it off Scheller. Scheller with a nice little fingertip touch. And Jenna Scheller now with 6 points here in this contest. 40-14, Collinsville leads. Here is Sophia Tantillo. Dumps it off now to Emma Fetters. Fetters out to the top of the key for Crowder. Crowder, one bounce, gives it up for Brown. Back over to Tantillo, back to Crowder. Crowder in front of her own bench. To Brown for three, and that one's a little strong. And the rebound belongs to Megan Jansen. Collinsville brings it up, and into the paint is Jansen. Spin move, takes a shot. She was partially hit on the arm when she went up, but no call on the play. And the loose ball belongs to Belleville East. Here is Tantillo across the line. Hands the ball off to Fetters on the wing. Now back to the top of the key for Brown. Has it knocked out of her hands by Ricky Merlack. And Merlack stays with her. Now hands off to Bardwell. And then Brown comes in. Takes the shot. Count the bucket. And Brown's going to go to the line as well, as Bardwell will pick up her first foul. And Brown becomes the first free throw participant for Belleville East tonight, believe it or not. Brown coming in, 9 of 20, only 45% from the free throw line. Oriana Brown, one shot, and she makes it count. Collinsville still up by a pretty good sum, 40-17. Nice give and go. Bardwell, can she finish? No. Rebound belongs to the Lancers. Here's Fetters. Fetters will slow things down, wait for her teammates to catch up. Collinsville was down the floor before Belleville East was. Here's Tantillo over to Brown. In front of her bench, Amanda Kimsey's standing up there guiding her team. Here is a shot that's off the bottom of the backboard, and then Talisha Gilmore takes over. And with 95 seconds left here in the third, Megan Jansen brings the ball up for Collinsville. Over to Bardwell. Top now for Guerrero. Back to Bardwell on the wing. Jansen for three. No good. Hits the inside of the rim, comes back out. Rebound. That belongs to Crowder. And Belleville East will work the ball back up court with 1:10 left to play here in this third quarter. Turnover by Belleville East. Collinsville comes back the other way. And a foul. There is the second called on Oriana Brown. Kahawks with the ball, a cross-court pass, and Scheller has it in the paint. Back out front for Jansen, goes in between her legs, and she'll go pick it back up. And drives into the perimeter, gets double-teamed, then triple-teamed, then a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville this time. So the Kahawks will get to keep it with 46.8 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Inbound pass coming in from Bardwell to Scheller over into the corner for Guerrero. Guerrero in front of her bench gives it up now for Jenna Scheller. Back over this way for Jansen. Megan throws it inside. Back outside we go for Guerrero for three, and yes, it goes again. Ella Guerrero, three three-pointers in the first half, three more here in the second half. And that young lady is on fire tonight. 20 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here's Brown trying to answer that three. Can't do it. Rebound. That belongs to Gilmore. Collinsville brings it back up court, and they'll have some time to shoot. Guerrero will launch a three, and that one falls a little short. And this time the rebound belongs to Belleville East, so they'll have a chance for the last shot here. Here's Fetters, 4 seconds left. Tantillo into the perimeter, and she puts up a shot. I thought she traveled in the process as well, and might have got away with it, but that's the end of the third quarter, 43-17. The Kahawks have the lead as we head to what looks to be the final quarter here in this one, and we will be back to tell you all about it in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Todd Duke, Josh Roseman back with you from Belleville East. So we're into the fourth quarter. Collinsville leading 43-17. Collinsville outscoring Belleville East 11-8 in that third quarter. Here is Deja Smith out there with her 4 fouls. She fouled 3 times in the first quarter, took her out, didn't see the rest of the half, and then she picked up a quick one here in the second half, and then got sent to the bench. Now she's out there. Going to keep her out there until she either commits another foul or probably keep her out there for the rest of the quarter. I don't know. We'll see what happens first. Smith with the inbound, does so, and gets it into the hands of Adams. And now the ball on the ground, Tantillo, and she tries to throw it somewhere, not sure where, but it ended up on the foot of Jenna Scheller, bounced in the hands of Jansen underneath for Gilmore. That one's knocked out of bounds, and Collinsville will keep it. Hawks will inbound from underneath of their own basket. Into the corner it goes for Merlack. Over under the wing now. Megan Jansen has that ball stripped away from her by Tantillo. And Sophia turns that one into 2 points. Her first points here in this second half. At the midcourt stripe. Scheller across the line now from... all the way to Gilmore. Gilmore, that was too easy. She was like, okay, that one's good. I got that one in there. 45-19, Collinsville leads. Here is Tantillo. On the wing now for Smith. Smith dribbles and drives to the free throw line, takes the shot from there, can't get it to go, a little too strong. Hit that fat part of the creased iron, and Collinsville comes away with the rebound. Here is Guerrero, and she'll throw it out to Jansen. I think it was intended for Scheller, but we'll take that one. Gilmore again off the glass, 2 more. And if you're going to give Talisha Gilmore that much room low post, she will eventually start hitting some buckets. Here's Tantillo. Collinsville extends their lead. Up now by 28. Deja Smith in the slot between the midcourt circle and the top of the key. Over onto the wing now for Tantillo. Tantillo bounces it back to the midcourt circle, and taking off with it is Oriana Brown. She'll take the shot, can't get it to fall. Jenna Scheller is there with the rebound. Collinsville comes back on the attack. Here is Guerrero. She'll pull up inside the perimeter, take the shot, and this time the rebound falls down into the hands of Jada Adams. So Tantillo and company works the ball back up. Across the timeline, over onto the right wing. Now Brown with it. Brown being watched by Merlack. Will hand the ball off to Smith. Smith dribbles and drives in the lane, tries to bounce one in there to Adams, but gets it right back, and a shot from inside the perimeter taken, and the rebound on the ground belongs to Tantillo. And then a shove from behind by Talisha Gilmore, and that'll be her first. Collinsville picks up their third foul here in this second half, fourth, excuse me. Jenna Scheller had a foul in the first half. That was the only foul in the first half for Collinsville, just that one by Jenna. At the free throw line, Adams hits the first one. Adams comes in, 4 for 10 from the free throw line in the early part of the season. And finally, the Lancers are up to 20 points. 5:27 left to play here in this fourth quarter as Adams makes both. Mylon Miller checks back into the game for Belleville East, and Jada Adams, after going 2 for 2 from the free throw line, gets rewarded by going to have a seat. A little backcourt pressure being put on. Collinsville breaks it. Handoff from Scheller to Guerrero. Guerrero over here on the right wing gets double teamed. Gives it up now for Scheller. Scheller, luckily she has all that height. Merlack, baseline. John for good. Merlack now with 4 points. Here's Brown, the senior. Gives it up to Deja Smith, the junior. Back out front we go now for Miller, the sophomore, over into the corner. That is Adams. Back out front for Brown. Brown splits the defense, and I'm pretty sure she might have traveled there. Can't be certain, but it looked like it from up here. Collinsville throws the ball up, and they got lucky that they were able to keep hold of it. Megan Jansen, back near the midcourt stripe, surveys things, makes her move. Over to Merlack in front of her own bench. Ricky. She'll just give it back to Jansen back at the midcourt stripe. Megan once again surveys things, and a foul on a reach-in against Sophia Tantillo, and now she has 4 fouls. Third foul here in the second half for Belleville East. They have calmed that category way down. They were a foul machine in the first half. Fouls and turnovers kind of doomed them in that first quarter. Megan Jansen over to Ricky Merlack. Merlack once again in front of her bench where Coach Colin Moore stands watch. Over to Scheller, and now back to Jansen. Over onto the wing for Merlack, inside for Gilmore, and she traveled. 8th turnover for Collinsville. Comes exactly halfway through this fourth quarter. 49-23, Collinsville in the lead. Tampa Bay Lightning are beating up the Blues 4-2. That's late in the third. Of course, I guess everybody's heard by now that Major League Baseball is in a lockout. Owners have locked out the players. No transactions can be made. And let's see, Jordan Bennington went on the COVID list. Falk went on the COVID list. Just a lot of not good stuff going on in the world of local sports, except for on the high school level where we're dominating in some girls basketball here early on in the season. Told you the 5-2 start for this Kahok team was the best record since the 08-09 season. Bardwell commits her second foul. And at the free throw line, Tantillo, her first trip up there. She misses the first one. And Sophia, 47.1% this year, 8 of 17. And she'll make 1 out of the 2. (49-24). Timeout on the floor, so we will take a break here as well, and we'll be back to continue this fourth quarter action here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Back at Belleville East High School, my name is Todd Duke. Josh Roseman on the camera with us tonight. We appreciate him helping us out here while Chris Keller was back at Virgil Fletcher doing his usual scoreboard duties for the freshman-sophomore games. Here we have 3:44 left to play in this fourth quarter. Collinsville in control, 49-24. Looking to go 6-2 in the early going, and a turnover begets another turnover. Merlack had that ball stolen out of her hands by Oriana Brown, and when Brown headed up court, she stepped out of bounds with it. So Collinsville gets the ball back anyway. Here is Jansen over to Merlack. Ricky across the way here to Guerrero. Guerrero has made 6 3-pointers here tonight. 3 in the first half, 3 in the second half. Over to Jansen. Jansen across the way for Ricky Merlack. Back over to Guerrero. Guerrero, head fake. Jenna Scheller at the free throw line. Back out inside the perimeter to Jansen. Oh, she cuts into the lane, takes the shot, can't get it to go, picks up her own rebound, still can't get it to go, and yet gets another one of her own rebounds. Now over to Merlack. Guerrero for three, and that one's a little bit short. But Collinsville continues the rebound game here. Over to Merlack. Inside to Gilmore, and she tries to put the ball on the floor. Kicks it back outside to Jansen. Jansen dribbles, drives, takes a shot. This time she gets it to fall. And we have another timeout on the floor. Is that what it is? Or we have a... Yes, we do have another timeout. All right, so we will step aside as well, and we will be back here in just uno momento on the Kahok Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Sophia Tantillo comes and drives the lane and puts up 2 points for her team, so 51-26. Collinsville leads as the Kahawks have cleared their bench. Here is Katie Bardwell over to Lily Carlisle. Back over to Bardwell. And then inside, Lucy Montgomery seeing some more action. Over to Reinhardt. Shot, nothing doing, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 2:15 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Ariana Bryton checks back into the game now for Belleville East. Mylon Miller in there as well. Tantillo is still in there. And Deja Smith with her 4 fouls is in there as well. Her and Tantillo both have 4. Here is Bryerton over on to the top of the key now for Miller. Back over this way for Smith. She splits a double team, takes the shot, gets it to fall. Plus a foul to boot. This one's going to go against Lucy Montgomery. Nice to see Lucy getting some action. Oh, she was in a walking boot for a while. Not sure when she ditched that. And a shot made by Smith. Montgomery, 5'10" senior. And shot rolls right out of the rim, swoops right out of there. Collinsville's Montgomery picks it up. Here is Emma Rabashitsky with a 3-point shot. That fails to hit the mark. And then the ball ends up out of bounds, and it'll belong to Belleville East. Fetters will check back into the game for the Lancers. Carson Mode and Sanaa Harris are going to check in. Katie Bardwell and Emma Rabashitsky will head to the bench. So Bardwell played sparingly here in this game. Rabashitsky didn't see that much time. She was just brought in. Lancers bring it up. 90 seconds left to play here in this one. On the wing to Fetters. Fetters backs up toward the midcourt stripe, throws it over on the other side for Bryton. Bryton backs up against her own bench, gets around Harris. And a ball on the ground, and Kahawks trying to pick it up. And a loose ball, finally picked up by the Lancers. And then a pickpocket job there. Nicely done by Harris. Back the other way we go. Here is Carlisle onto the wing now for Mode. Mode works it up inside for Reinhardt. Turnaround jump shot, she's fouled. Never did get the ball up there because she was fouled. 1 minute to go here in this fourth quarter. Fetters will pick up her second. To the free throw line, it is Elenia Reinhardt. Reinhardt on the year, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And now she'll miss her first one. Rabashitsky comes back into the game, and the PA announcer didn't get her last name right, and she just smiled and shook her head as she walked out there. Hey, man, listen, last year was my first year dealing with it, and I didn't get it right for the first 3 or 4 games. That's a tough spelling to look at when you're looking at it. You're like, what? How do you say that? I would tell you the key that her mom told me to remember it by, but yeah, I don't think I can do that on the air. Lucy Montgomery picks up her second foul. And to the free throw line, it is Ariana Bryaton, excuse me. And Bryaton 0 for 6 from the free throw line coming into this one. Well, she's not. On the board, that was a 1-and-1, so she gets to stay for another. Bryaton ready to go again. And that one's up high and takes a couple of bounces, won't fall in. Reinhardt with the rebound for the Kahawks. Up to Lily Carlisle. Lily brings it across, gets it over to Rabashevsky. Rabashevsky over to Harris. Back over here for Carlisle. Now Montgomery baseline, gives it up to Reinhardt, who drives the lane, and she's fouled. That'll be the 5th foul. And going to go against Bryaton, and that was a shooting foul, so back to the free throw line is Reinhardt. She'll have another opportunity here. And this one's good. .1 seconds left to play. Reinhardt misses the last one, and the rebound comes all the way out, and it's taken over there by Deja Smith. Smith in the slot. Gives it up to Fetters on the right wing. Fetters has Rabashevsky all over, and then she runs into Carlisle. Luckily, they still managed to get that pass off. Here is Smith. Nice move to get past Rabashevsky, but then the ball never made it up there. Smith gets it back, though. And after a little perseverance, she nets herself another couple of points. 52-32. Collinsville leads by 20, and we are down to the final 10 seconds left to play here in this one. Carlisle gives it up to Rabashevsky. Emma back over to Lily. And over to Sana Harris. Harris wants to hold on to it, and the buzzer means that this game is over, and Collinsville wins by a score of 52-32. And the Kahawks improve to 6-2 on the year as we make our transition into the postgame show, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahawk Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing since 2012, and that thing would be awesome food, great catering. And by the way, hams and turkeys are now on sale at Cafe Agape. If you have yet to order one for your Christmas dinner table, you need to do so. And you can do that by giving Cafe Agape a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Postgame show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878 online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And we welcome you back into the Cafe Agape post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville winners tonight here, 52-32, and they improved their overall record to 6-2. Player of the game, no doubt in my mind or in anybody else's, and apparently Coach Colin Moore thought the same. Ella Guerrero. Ella joins us now, a sophomore forward for Collinsville. Man, you were feeling it out there tonight, man. All 3 3-pointers in the first half, 3 3-pointers in the second half. Talk to us about your night and what you saw to make you so successful tonight.
My team really helps me get the ball open, and my team is the key to get me open, really. And then I knock down the shots.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yep.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your team and your teammates, man. What's so special about this team this year?
We know each other. We've been playing basketball for a while now, and me and Jenna especially, we've been playing since we were in 3rd grade. So I know how she plays, and she knows how I play.
What's your favorite part of playing basketball?
Winning.
Well, come on, man. You got to give me something better than that. Winning is everybody's favorite part about any sport, right?
Winning and helping my team win.
What do you like to do? I'm guessing because of your offensive prowess and the way you're shooting the ball, you prefer playing offense more than defense, or does it really matter to you?
Yeah, I think I do like offense better, but I'm trying to get better on my defensive side.
Yeah, you guys are looking pretty well here this first part of the season, man. You only won 4 games last year, and you already won 6 this year.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Yep.
All right, so thank you for the visit. Congratulations on a great game, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
All right, that is Ella Guerrero for your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take our final break here on the Cafe Agape pregame show, come back and give you the final wrap of the numbers that we have, and we'll do that next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345 Cafe. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville, 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Back here at Belleville East for the final time. Collinsville wins here tonight 52-32. Leading scorer was Ella Guerrero with 20 points. After that, 12 points for Megan Jansen, the only two into double digits. Felicia Gilmore ended up with 7. Jenna Scheller with 6. Ricky Merlack had 4. And Katie Bardwell with 2. Leading scorers for Belleville East, Deja Smith and Oriana Brown each had 10 points. 5 points for Sophia Tantillo. 2 points each for Jada Adams and Jordan Crowder, and 1 point for Ariana Bryton. From the lines, Collinsville ended up going 8 of 14 from the free throw line, while Belleville East went 6 of 8. All those came in the second half for the Lancers. From the three-point stripe, Lancers went 2 of 10, while Collinsville went 7 of 17, 6 of those belonging to Ella Guerrero. Collinsville out-rebounding Belleville East 28-22, and the Lancers committed 10 more turnovers, did the Collinsville Kahawks at 19-9. That is going to do it for us here tonight. Big thank you to Josh Roseman over here for handling the camera duties for us tonight. Thanks to Coach Colin Moore
for the pregame interview and Ella Guerrero for the postgame interview. My name is Todd Duke. We're back at you tomorrow from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. The boys open up their home season with their home conference game opener as well against Belleville East. We'll be on the air around the same time we were tonight, 7:10, 7:15, and tip-off is scheduled for 7:30. Until then, my name is Todd Duke, and everybody enjoy the rest of this evening.